Okay, the next thing we need is some lubrication. Okay, why do we need lubrication? Well, to make the tire slide away from the rim. You got to break it off this rim here. And so what we're going to do is, this is just 50% dish soap, 50% water. And we're using dish soap and water for this lubrication because we care about this tire. It's not a bad tire. We just want to replace it with a better tire. Now, if we didn't care about this tire at all and we really wanted to get some lubrication in there quickly, we wouldn't even waste our good dish soap on it. We'd just siphon a little diesel fuel out of the bus and run some diesel fuel around there, and that just get right in there, and then you just go like that, and poof, the rim would be free from the tire. You want to lubricate both beads. And this one, this particular tire, this particular bead, looks like it's going to actually give us a little trouble. Every other one didn't give me an opportunity to really show you what you might do if you had one that was problematic. But this one's given us a little trouble already. So I'm just going to drop her down there. Add some extra lubrication up here. Let's just have a puddle of it wanting to run down inside that rim. Now, gonna need a convincer. They make one just for doing tires. You need the hillbilly paper towel here too. Yes, wipe that soapy water off my hand. They make one just for doing tires, got kind of like a shovel on one end. But this is just a good old-fashioned
sledgehammer,
12-pound sledgehammer. Groundworks Pro Series. Line that baby up across the tire from you. So you're not going to hit the rim, but you're as close to the bead as possible. And just pick that baby up and
pound.
Whack, 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 whack. That bead is broken. Now let's flip her over and get the other side. Oh, that bead is broken.
Don't have to. You do the other side. It doesn't look like it.
There. Now comes the really fun part. This tool like a miracle.
Gotta get more lubrication. Can't put too much of that. You need a lot of it.
Can't be too lubricated. And let's take a look at the miracle tool. There's a number of different makers of tools like this. This one here is just a Vevor brand. Comes from the Chinese store. It's a tire dismounting tool. You lay her up against the bead like this, and you stomp on it.
And you stomp on it. Stomp on it.
And the object is get the tines of the tool down past the first bead. It's in there.
Okay. I thought you had to stomp on it again.
Then pick up on your tool.
There you go.
Get your foot down inside the rim and rotate back towards you. Oh, almost fell over backwards. Now, you don't need a lot of violent force here. That's what the lubrication is for. Just put some good steady pressure down on the lever and let physics do its work. Plop.
Ta-da.
Uh-oh. I dropped the tool out of the tire. You don't want to do that. If you do drop the tool out of the tire, just lift it back up into the tire because you want to rotate it forward. Down into the tire. Rotate it all the way forward like this. Bounce it a little bit. And what you're looking for is you want the bottom tangs of this tool to catch the bottom of this rim, or the bottom of this, the bottom, oh, come on, word. Bead. Yes, the bottom bead of this tire. Now what's happening right now is I'm missing. So I'm going to go get a cinder block, put it under this tire, lift this tire up a little bit. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to lift this tire up a little bit. So like so. I'm going to put a cinder block under it. Now I'm going to rotate that tool again. Whoops.
Popped out again.
Don't let it fall out. Come on, baby. Give me a hard time. Yeah, that's something.
Last tire enough to give you a hard time.
There we go. And let me bring this camera around here. I don't know if you can see it or not. Down inside. Where is the camera? There we go. That tine. There we go. The tine is down past the bottom bead. Give that back to my honey bunny. And we're going to do the same thing. Rotate the tool. Get around the other side. And give her some steady pressure.
I can see the rim on the bottom.
She's off the bead. She's off there.
Ta-da!
Ta-da!
Old rim, old tire off.
Yeah. Need our most important old man tool here.
It's called a chair.
Yeah. That's an important tool. What we're going to do next is just make sure the inside of this bead is good and clean.
And still be lubricated because you got to put the new tire on.
Lubricated. And by inside of the bead, I'm talking about the part where the tire meets the bead. And you want this all lubricated real good for the next step. And hillbilly paper towel. Get some of that slippery off my hands. Just, where is the last tire?
It's over there by the solar panels.
All right, be right back.
Okay, there's the new tire.
All right, the rear tires had directional thread, and they required me to orient them properly with the rim so that they would be rotating in the proper direction when you're going forward. These tires do not have directional thread, and I can put them on either way. Now, lubrication. Love that French word, lubrication. Lubrication.
Well, it's going to be a straight lubrication.
Yep, going to be some straight dish detergent. We want it real slippery. So, squeeze all that muddy water out of the rag. Dip the rag in my straight brand new dish detergent and slop her up real good.
That one didn't have water in the bottom of it?
No, this one did not have water in the bottom of it.
Oh, okay.
Had a couple of rocks. Right around the inside edge of this bead. You really want her good and slippery, but you want her good and slippery all around, way out like this. And that also helps when you're putting the air in. You'll see in a little bit. Get her on both sides. If it looks like I'm struggling with this tire, yes sir, I am. You may not look it, but this is a very heavy tire. The reason we're changing these tires is because we've had a couple of occurrences of tire damage, especially sidewall damage with some of the places that we go. And we wanted tires that would allow us to go in rougher terrain without having to worry about that sidewall damage and other tire damage. So these tires, Milestar tires, and these particular tires are designed for mining and logging operations. And this one tire, she weighs 140 pounds. Throw that steel rim in there, and that's 160 pounds. But right there, 140 pounds. The sidewalls are yay thick. The tread depth is way thick. But that's getting off course here. I'll wipe some of this goop on my paper towel here. All right. So the way the next tool is designed to work is with the deep side of the rim facing up. And we're going to do the same kind of thing that we did with the other one. We're going to get this tire placed on the rim as far down as we can make it go. And then we're going to...
Where's your doggy thing?
Use the doggy bone on the outside. Use the doggy bone on the outside bead, the inside bead. So that we got the bead seating tool. Bead seating tool's got a little lip here on the back side of the spoon that you're going to catch the inside of the rim with. And you set her in here against the rim. Put your foot inside the rim. And then you just kind of pry outward. Pull it back. Grab another little bite. And pry out. Cutting! Here's the part I hate. Tool gets stuck inside the rim, and I gotta lift the tire up, get my tool out. All right. Sorry, I'm panting like a little girl. A fat old man, I guess. All right, now we need the dog bone.
We call it the dog bone. Why?
We call this tool dog bone. First, because dog thinks it's a toy. It is made out of nylon, but this tool you just place on the opposite side of the tire where you're getting ready to start prying in to hold the bead in place, so you're not working against yourself. There we go. And I do sound like I'm huffing and puffing, but this part isn't real hard yet.
Until you get around to the last one.
I'm going to put my foot here to act like a dog bone, hold that in place.
Ow. Hit the cameraman.
Didn't you correct me on that a while back to say camera lady?
Oh, camera lady.
It's good for the goosey, good for the gander. Now when you get close to the end, it might get difficult to get your spoon under there. And I'm taking little bites. Makes it easier. You don't want to rip the inside of your bead. Take small human bites. What was this show? Take human bites, Sydney. Yeah. We're at the end here. Giving a little convincing. Oh. Yeah, I'm at that place. So I'm at a place where I can either pound the spoon underneath the bead, or I could pound the bead. So first thing I'm going to do is lubricate a little more. Get it good and slippery right here, because I don't want to hurt my bead. Wipe off on my Hillbilly paper towel. Believe it or not, this is one of my favorite shirts. This was given to me by a fellow he's passed away now. His name was Sam. He had a nice singing voice at church. Sam saw that I was a big fella and didn't seem to have any good button-up shirts, and he gave me a bunch of nice button-up shirts. And this one, when it became unfit to be used as a dress shirt anymore, became my favorite work shirt. So even though I use it as a Hillbilly paper towel, every day when I'm done working, I get in there and I wash it by hand. All right, so we've lubricated her up a little bit. We're going to push the rim or the tire down against the rim, both sides as best we can. And then all we're going to do is just beat on the sidewall a little bit. Ta-ta!
There it goes.
Just like the movies. So our next important part is seating the bead. So we stand her up. We take the underside of the bead and we bap her.
And Scaredy Dog is running away.
All right. What we've accomplished here is we've got the tire seated up against, not quite against the outer edge of the rim, but where the rim starts getting wider. Now we're gonna set this tire down on some cinder blocks so that the rim is resting on the edge of the cinder block. And we're doing this for a reason. We don't want the tire or the rim to fall back down through the tire and leave a big gap for air to get out. And I'm going to show you a really interesting tool that we've got to help seat this rim. I call it the tire cannon. Now I've got our air compressor. Well, diggity dog.
Doesn't quite reach over here.
Oh, it does. It was just underneath the trailer hitching the truck. We got our air compressor set, regulator set at 125 pounds. There's no valve stem in there, and we're using the largest diameter air hose that we have to get as much volume as we can. And then we got this tool here. This little tank, the 2 gallons of air pumped up to 130 pounds. And what we're going to do is we're going to aim that right down in there,
And it'll scare the cameraman, woman. So.
right by the bead, and we're going to fire that. But first, we're going to get air going into our tire. Got to get that locked on there good. I'm going to have to put a Schrader valve down in here. Oh, you know. Cut.